So this is not a Botland stream. Thursday, Adam, like bonus stream. Adam is going to be working on his chatbot, probably to implement a couple of special features for subscribers. Oh, right, what am I doing? The bot's not online. I gotta... The bot's not online because I didn't want lights to be controllable today. Okay, disable following... Disable getting a light link when following. And... turn off bylights. Oh, yeah, let's go do that. Then we can turn on the bot. So where does that happen? User list? Yeah. So grant token is done there. And grant token is also done, I think, from me. There's give token to person. Yeah, there we go. So how do you make... Actually, no, that's fine. Console.log username should get a token, but oh darn it, this isn't gonna work. Yeah, no lights until I can turn the bot back on, which I can't do until I find a way to totally disable people from getting tokens. Yeah, there's two things I gotta do here. One is roll up my sleeves so I'm not too warm. Then I've got to make a return from this function, and also, oh god, I'm having a hard time on the sleeves part. I can code things, but you ask me to roll up my sleeves, that's a no-go. Alright, there we go. So, yeah, one is this. I have disabled this for now, and the other one is over here. So change ode can only be true there. It shouldn't be there. Okay. Alright, let's go start everything up. And yeah, hey Capillara, hey Sick. Alright, so we can run the pre-stream command. Done. Alright, we got lights. We got liftoff. You shower before bed or in the morning? I usually shower in the morning. I sometimes shower before bed if I worked out or something. Also, I'm pretty sure your question is not a coding question. Alright, cool. So let's try this out now. Bylights should not work. Let's try this. Yeah, so it's not subtracting any points, so don't try buying lights today. This is the today command. Cool. So we're done with all that stuff. Alright, so let's take a look at what we're actually going to be working on today. I think I wrote a phantom bot section in here. Yeah. So where I left off was checking the code that I made. Let's go do that. Where does this code even exist? Oh, we can't check that in. And this whole thing is in version control. So I just can't show you guys that script ever. Yeah, that. Let's go find out what even changed there. Oh, wait a second. This will probably open up on the other window, won't it? Yes, it will. Tried fooling me, Tortoise Git. But I'm smarter than you are. Oh, it still opens over there. All right, we're on equal levels of intelligence. All right, whatever. We'll just never open that file. That's okay. Yeah. Portal 2? No, not today. The quality got better? Yeah, it did get better. I increased my bitrate by about 25%. How about moving your blog, etc. to DigitalOcean? Get $10 worth of credit? And hey, Echo, I could do that. It would be the same general price every year, like more or less. It's probably about a $15 a year difference. Uh, but I don't know if there are going to be problems with this. Like, I hadn't had problems with Bounce Web for a very long time, and now all of a sudden I am, and I'm not sure if they're going to get resolved. Hey again, Jack. And great, sick. Yeah, and I also, now that I'm a partner, I have transcode options all the time. Hey, Endor. Okay. So yeah, let's take a look at. Oh, now it's opening up on the other page. What's this? Exchange allows users to enable or disable a chat freeze feature. Huh. I mean, I do agree with this in general, that fixing the bugs is a good idea. Because if I knew chat was frozen and there was the more messages below thing, then I probably would have never even known that chat freezing was a feature. And then this whole tabbing out of the window, I guess that's another issue I'm running into. Okay, Hideo, I think this is good work that you've done. I'll have to look into this later. It's annoying to manage your own LAMP server without cPanel. I'm managing my own LAMP server over here. I'll be here all week, guys. Yeah. Just noticed yesterday I had the sub button and all that good stuff. When did you become a partner? And congrats. Yeah, I became a partner as of September 27th, I believe. Yeah. But thank you. It's been quite a journey. Yeah, Hideo. I agree with you. I don't even know who was asking for a freeze the chat feature. Just doesn't seem like a good idea to me. Like scrolling up and all of their answers everywhere, they've said, oh, just scroll up and it'll freeze chat. I don't get why they all of a sudden changed that and then added in a feature. I should just stop using this program altogether. Better Twitch TV. Anyway. So I got rid of all of the pre-beta stuff. So drastically redesigned the bot code. Got rid of all of the pre-beta stuff. Extracted code into multiple files. I guess got rid of all of this. Got rid of my ghetto backups. Let's see. So we added in a bunch of files. I'm not going to go looking through these files right now. I'm just going to commit this. Well, Capillara, I'm not really that happy with what they've done. And I don't know if I like their design philosophy behind all this. And honestly, what am I getting out of Better Twitch TV right now? Originally, it was like, hey, I can have emotes and I'm not a partner. But now I am a partner and I can just have emotes. I guess there are some other features too that could be nice. But in general, I don't know if it's worth it. Hey, Bugsy. The guy qualified as a good feature. I'm gonna ask some streamers annoyed with it to comment on the issue, and if they refuse to add an option, I'm done with it. Can't do more. Yeah, I'll try to weigh in on this later. Excuse me. Man, the coughing hasn't stopped. You might as well use $5 from a subscription for the Botland bot and get it in return. I asked about this today. Botland Bot will eventually be considered a subscriber. Are they already actually? Is there a way to tell someone's a subscriber when they whisper you? How could I? What's a command that works publicly? This is fine. Whoops. This if fine. Yeah, no, they're not a subscriber yet. Okay, good. What is this? Checks my calendar. Hey, Orange. How about a challenge command or something that if the other player accepts, it creates a game for them in Botland? Is something like that possible? I don't know how you would link the username on Twitch to in-game, but something related to this. So you're right. One problem that there'd have to be is that you'd have to have the same username on Twitch that you have in Botland or some registration feature. There's a lot of overhead for something like that, sick. And given that it would mostly help the stream and I have to be in Botland mode for as much time as possible, I don't think I can do that. I know that's ironic of me to say that, and I'm streaming on a Thursday and I'm not working on Botland, but I also want to, what's the word? Appreciate. I also want to appreciate my subscribers. That's not actually the word I wanted. I'm not sure. Starts with an R, I think. Oh well. They're giving you a free sub. I mean, it doesn't count for money. They just make a bot a subscriber so they can use your emotes. Hey, Funky Monkey, welcome back. Okay, so I've checked this in. Work total bits cheered directly into Phantom Bot. This is not really... What is all this stuff? I want to add flashbang. Okay. Oh yeah, no, and I appreciate that, sick. And hey, Water. What's the this is fine to image? Oh yeah, my face. Okay, and then one of the other things I want to do today. So let's just keep track of everything I want to do today, because I don't want this stuff on this list. This just got rid of the formatting, didn't it? No, it didn't. Hey, nice. Okay, cool. Well, it kind of got rid of it. There we go. Partners had to sub to their own channel to get their own emotes. I mean, if you think about it, it's probably not something that they worked out originally. Of like, hey, chatbots are going to be in every single channel, so let's give them another token. RIP. Use something like how Twitch apps. It allows you to connect via Twitch and it finds you the... Oh, no. Like, I could do that, but implementing all of this is going to be an issue. Well, okay, not an issue. I could do all of this stuff. It's just, it's not really worth it, I think, in the end. So some of the other things we want to do is get the Adam Hack emote trimmed and get rid of this entire list and track it elsewhere. So it's important that I do that. I want to add flashbang, make lights flash on cheering, make lights flash on subscribing. So let's work on the make lights flash part. What is this? Whenever whispering someone, make sure it's their actual name, not their display name. Oh god, yeah, Phantom Bot. I hate this stuff. Work total bits cheered directly into Phantom Bot. From the bits messages, there's a field called total bits used in the event itself, so I don't need to write a bot. I could save this into the database. I still think that's a good idea. Yeah, that's questionable. For now, I'm going to do something really quickly, and I got to do this part off screen. Let's try this. So scripts handlers, bits handler. I'll just print this out if it exists. How do I even get this? The event has this. We need to look into Java hash map. Right? Or does Java have a key set? Hashmap.keyset. Yeah, so it's in hashmap. So there should be a .get and then object key. Okay, so let's go try this out. As cheered for... Okay, so for all I know, I just totally broke this, but we'll find out later, I guess. Is free lunch BRB on that list? Oh yeah, I should figure that out. I don't know if I'm necessarily going to do that today, though. Look into free lunch BRB. No, nice, Wouter. Okay, great. Wait, now it's not working for you anymore? Is wiki.bot.land loading for everybody? And yeah, PhantomBot is someone else's thing. You wrote your bot in Java? Oh yeah, I see. Okay, got it. He ran himself. Got it. Cool, cool, cool. Sorry, just reading chat out of order. Okay, so that is fine. I'm not going to save this in the database. Put light control version server under version control. Excuse me. So let's go to light control server. I think it's already under version control, is it not? Yeah, everything is. Okay, well that's fine then. Handle notices. Yeah, I should do this eventually. These are like arbitrary phantom bot things that I should be improving later. Look into free lunch BRB. So here's the stuff I want to work on today. So the first thing I want to do is get the lights to just be able to flash. So this shouldn't be too bad. We pretty much have to look up, where does this lights program exist? Hue control main. So it's in here, and we have a whole bunch of stuff. So let's write a test command. So else if command equals 18, then let's try flashing the lights. So I guess we would set the brightness to something, and then this, and then sometime after that, we would need to, wait, is there any other special command here? No. Bot.land and botland.net are also not responding. And yeah, TJ, I could use a switch there. This is a test program. What this controls, this is actually mostly copy pasted from somewhere else, I'm pretty sure. Or, well, I think it is. Yeah, there's another thing that I have here. So yeah, this is mostly copy pasted code. I'd have to fix it in both places. Anyway, it's just not a concern of mine. I think of my tools, programs as like, their code can be terrible if I want them to be. It's not a great philosophy to have, though. Always works for everyone, no need to even check at this point. But it's not working for you, and you weren't banned. I'll have to look into this later, I guess. I think it's an IP address thing. I just need to find out how. Okay, so we can't just say set state on all lights. Yeah. Well, actually, this does return a promise. So I guess what we could do is something like this. Return flashbang. Okay, so, oh, wait, we're in a class. So I guess we can say this dot flashbang. Five tabs is a ban for me. Yeah. So let state equals light state dot create. Actually, we already have the state. We might as well just take that in. Yeah. So pass in the state here. No dank Dutch memes here. Yeah. All right. Well, whatever. All right. So here's what we'll do. We want to look up Bluebird's promise delay function. Why do I keep going to that? Racism. It doesn't stop enduring. Delay. Promise.delay ms this. Cool. So here's what we'll try. We'll do turn this dot set state on all lights state dot delay 100 dot set state on all lights. You know, taking in a state here is silly. Plus, light state dot create is probably not a difficult function. What does that actually do? Node hue API, and we have a light state in here. So let's go take a look at their code and find light state. Actually, I guess the better way of doing this is here, right? Light state. Found it. So there's a create function in here. What does this do? Make a new state, do a bunch of garbage, return it. So what does it involve to make a new state? State comes from here. Function equals this dot reset. Where's the state prototype for reset? State.prototype.reset. Here it is. Okay, yeah, this is dead simple. So we can just make a new one. All right, CTJ. Hey, friends. All right, so yeah, making a new state is not a very tedious thing to do. So we can do this here. When we pass this in, we don't need that. So what we'll say is let initial state equals, can we get what the current state of the lights is? We'd probably have to get it per light bulb. Excuse me. So we'll set the brightness to 1 here, and we'll set the lights to white. So this will be the initial state. Then there's let colorful state equals light state dot create. So the colorful state, we'll need to come up with a color eventually. Let's just pick blue for now. So RGB, done, and brightness 255. So we're gonna start at the initial state. Thanks, dig down deep. And hey, then we're gonna set it to the colorful state. Then we're gonna set it to the initial state again. This might be too fast, but let's try this out anyway. So now we just type lights 18, and you should see this flash bright blue. No, you see unhandled rejection. This is not a function. Yeah, what am I doing? This has to be dot then return this dot that cool dot delay. Yeah, so you just need to code things correctly in order for them to work. Who would have thought? Done, and then initial state is what we need here. Cool. Let's try that out. Ooh, okay, it worked. So this flashes the lights blue really fast. Okay, so now what we want to do is customize this with a color. Well, first let's try it. Make sure it looks okay in all of the main colors people are going to use. That's green. That's red. Seeing what this looks like on stream, despite that I could just look down and see it. Okay, so red looks pretty good too. What about pink? I think they're all pretty much going to look fine. The thing I'm worried about is if someone chooses white or cyan. So white, I mean, that was pretty obvious. But cyan is going to be, what is cyan anyway? Full green, full blue? Yeah. So this color is actually white with these lights back here. So if I have this thing flash, you'll see this turn cyan. Yeah, but you saw those turn white. And then never actually returned back to how it should have. I got stuck there. Now try black. Black actually won't work. I don't know what happens when you do that, but let's find out. Oh, it's like a bluish purple color or something. You're going to have a seizure the first time someone uses this. Got papaya purple for me? No. Okay, cool. So we need to pass in a color for this, but we have the flashbang command now. Yeah, seems pretty good. Okay, so there's a .rgb here. Let's go take a look at that. Is there any other way I can get colors in here? It doesn't really matter, right? I can just convert from hex to this. That's fine. Is it only going to flash once? Yeah, it's only going to flash once. I was thinking on subscription it would flash, on cheering it would flash, and subscribers would have a special command that could make it flash in the color of their name in chat. How are you going to deal with undesirable chat name colors? I'm just not going to worry about that. This is just meant to be a cool thing. So if someone has a color where it's like, I don't know, it can't be rendered by the lights, hey, at least they'll still flash bright. Now, what do we do if the lights are already on maximum? Lights set to max. And then we do flashbang. So let's try that. Alright, yeah, that's trippy. We should probably add a little bit more of a delay. 200 at least. Okay, so check this out. It's going to take 200 milliseconds now where it goes down to minimum and then flashes back up to max. Yeah, that's still super weird. Maybe an entire second, but then that's no. Yeah, I think this is what we're gonna have to do. Whatever. Let's try this. You should consider making a queue for light tokens so people can't step on each other. But how would that even work? Like, imagine if 10 people buy a token. You don't have to use it at any particular time. You could wait until the end of the day. So it can't be on purchasing that you have it be a queue. It would have to be like a mutex where when you start to use it, it locks everybody out. Rotated the lights as requested. Oh, cool. Wait, wasn't your original image? Yeah, so the only thing I would probably do here is still make these more obviously orange, I guess. Because, yeah. Yeah, that's it. And no, Outer, I did not. Just like how I don't wonder where any of these memes come from. Okay, so we've done this. Make the flashbang command in the lights controller. Have them ordered an array by buy time, and when one is used, a lock is made. When the lock is done, it picks the first one in the queue, having requested access. So, okay, the weird thing I think about this is, like, you have user A buys lights at, like, time 1. User B buys them at time 2. And user C buys them at time 3. Now, user A doesn't attempt to use theirs until time 50,000. User B also coincidentally tries using theirs at the same time. User B is going to be blocked for 45 seconds. That's not something that, like, that's not something that I think is going to be obvious for that user of like, oh, hang on, someone else has a turn, or 4 people are in front of you. Well, also, I don't think it's going to be too much of a problem. I think most people are blocking whispers on Twitch nowadays anyway, so they're not even getting these links. And hey, Folk, and hey, Pawn. That image is going to be the Atom LED emote eventually. So this was Endorn's original one, and actually I like this style. I like how the lights are the same color as the light that they're emitting. So I kind of just, I think I want some more orange here, and then that's it. I think it'd be good. Also, I guess these don't, the highlights don't totally line up, but they look good enough, so that's fine. Yeah. Some show on Nickelodeon during my late childhood, Dutch spoken version of Principal. Oh. Doesn't say papaya purple on this thing though. Okay. Cool voucher, thanks. Just add an indicator to the lights page indicating the lights are currently in use. Oh wait. No, I don't think that's what he suggested. The whole people not stepping on each other thing would still happen in this case. I mean, adding an indicator is another thing. But I don't think I'm going to do any of that, actually. I think, okay, so the way chat's been going so far, if we eventually had, 10 followers every second, then yeah, there would be a problem. And I think what I would probably do in that case is just stop followers from getting control over them. You'd have to just buy tokens. I think that the most followers I ever get in a day is like 30 on a good day. So that's spread out over 8 hours, and that's not usually an issue. So I basically what I'm getting at is I think that if this becomes a problem, I would handle it in a different way that would probably be less coding work for me. More lights. Could add an overlay over the controls When in queue with a timer or position in the queue. Yeah, because I want to kind of be done with all of this work by the end of today. So I think I'm just going to be adding in the stuff you see on this list. Where is that list? Here. So the flashing stuff. More lights. Can subs control your lights? So anyone can control them by doing buy lights, which isn't working right now. Buy lights is turned off right now, though. Just for the sake of today's stream, it's turned off. But yeah, anyone can. And so there are 30 tokens given out a day. Of those 30, I don't know, maybe 15 get used because, like I said, people block whispers or they don't trust the link or they just don't feel like doing it. So maybe 15 people control it, and then maybe 5 or 10 tokens are bought every day. So over the course of about 8 hours, we've got 25 people actually controlling the lights. That's why I don't think if you're controlling them at the same time as someone else, then doesn't really matter. They're just points. It's just a fun thing for chat, I think. Okay, so here's what we need to do. We need to make this in the lights controller. I tested it in my test harness. Bugsy, you only had to pay 25. You just didn't happen to look for it. Which, by the way, did you see it last time? It's kind of a problem. Sometimes when I buy lights, my token gets overridden by other people using theirs. Not a huge deal, but it's something. Yeah, I don't... Yeah, I think that yes, that can happen, but I don't think it's a big deal. And some just can't access the site. Yeah, that I'm trying to work on still. But that's a web host problem. Okay, so I've added this here. I need to go figure out where I should have added it. I don't remember any of this. I really should. CD, let me do it. Yeah, here it is. Okay. So we are going to have an extra command that's sent that just does flashbang. Huh. The UX of spending your token and then being overridden 2 seconds later is kind of annoying. Late usage comes in bursts when people talk about it in chat, etc. I agree that it's annoying. I just don't think it's a high enough priority to fix. I'm not trying to say there's no problem. I'm trying to say that it's not a big enough problem to worry about right now. Because if I were to make a queue, if I were to update that page would need to have a WebSocket connection to something. Like, where does this WebSocket connection exist? I'm running this on a shared host, so I only have a PHP server. I'd have to go start up a digital, I feel like it would take 6+ hours to do. So I think minor annoyance will just have to be dealt with. And if it's ever a problem for you guys, feel free to just ask for another 25 points if you bought a token and you didn't feel like you got to use it. Hey, Mr. Cheap. Yeah, I'm streaming on a Thursday. I'm just working on a couple of subscriber features, basically. Not view bots, chat bots. Alright, so let me figure out where this should even go. When you call into the main program, is app.js even used anymore? I don't think it is. Just give people more time when someone else is using the lights, but it's a really small problem. Well, so giving people more time when someone else is using it is kind of pointless without telling them that there's more time. So, okay, here's the problem with the infrastructure for this. There's the UI, which is just a static page. Then that reaches out to a PHP script. That PHP script exists only to hide my IP address. It contacts my REST server. There is no response from this. So there would have to be some way to communicate back to the PHP script, back to the JavaScript page, in order to tell you that anything happened. So for example, I give you more time, that whole thing that's counting down for 45 seconds, something needs to tell it, hey, add some more time back onto this thing. And I could have that be a response from the PHP side, and then JavaScript uses that. And yeah, Mr. Cheap, that definitely happens. Okay, so in main we have REST client.get token. So let's go look at the REST client, I suppose. Get token. Have you found yourself forcing yourself to think through how you... Yeah, Mr. Cheap, when that happens, I think there are two solutions. One is take the day off, and two is come up with a mindful to-do list and a mindless to-do list. So for example, my mindful to-do list is, code the matchmaker or something. My mindless to-do list is trim an image or recolor something or sometimes even just refactoring. And that way, if you want to make progress and you don't feel like it, your brain's not working, just take your mindless to-do list. Just have the REST server implement a minimum duration of like 10 seconds. I don't think I'm going to end up doing this pawn. I think it's a little more complex than that in what people's expectations would be. I think if you try starting a token, you can use it for anywhere across that 45 seconds. So what could happen is user A starts at 0 seconds. User B tries to start at 5 seconds in. They can't until 5 more seconds pass. Now user A can control from 10 to 45 seconds, and user B, from like time equals 10 to time equals 45 seconds, and user B can control from time equals 10 to time equals 55 seconds. And so there's still 35 seconds of overlap time there if you wait 10 seconds. And nice friends. Hey, Alex. Doesn't this sound like a threading issue? It's got a lot of similarities. I'm not trying to solve this problem, by the way. And no, I'm not stressed. I feel like I'm repeating myself a lot right now. And I want to address what people are saying in chat, but my conclusion in the end is I'm not going to be doing this. And hey, MC Sloth Tech. It's quite the set of emotes you got there, Sloth Tech. Alright. So what was I going to do? Get token calls into this. We have a get token URL. I guess what we're going to need is a URL for Flashbang. Yeah, I'm doing well. I think things are going pretty well. So let's say Flashbang. Color. What is color going to be? I guess it should be RGB. Or, yeah, RGB. That's fine, I think. Okay, so we're going to post to this URL. So this will be Flashbang RGB. Oops, what am I doing? That's not how any of this works. You have to do it this way. Cool. So we post to that and we get a token. We don't actually care what the response is. So we've got this now. And then there needs to be a REST server on the other end, which I should have in here. Yeah. So server.post, this will be flashbang/RGB. Cool. Enhance. You can see this must be next to a staircase. I can tell. I can see the reflection in the cat's eye. I just pwned you, Wouter. So function flashbang rest next const r equals rec.params.r gb. Then we verify that they're all numbers. They're parameters, so they actually can't be numbers. So we have to parse int, comma 10 if not is integer r, return rest.send 400, r is not an integer. G and B. Do you have a Slack or Discord for sub/chat? I do. I just don't ever use it. There isn't a staircase in my living room. Yeah, I couldn't really tell what that was. It looked like it could be a balcony or a banister or something like that, but I was wrong. So then there's get token here. What does this do? Yeah, but this isn't calling to the light control server. We have the light script somewhere. There it is. So we could just call that. So what do we have access to here? Lights.initialize.run command. So where's run command? Yeah, it's just a function in here. And we export that somehow? Nope, we don't. How does this get ever used? Oh, exports.run command. Okay, fine. So exports.flashbang. RGB. Cool. So we just put this into here. And we're done. Nice. 33 megapixel image. It takes 2 seconds to process, and that's on a tablet. My algorithm is 0.2% of that. Yeah, image processing is crazy because of how many pixels are in images nowadays. Which line do you like more? Any tips? I think I like the first one the best. Yeah. What would this look like tiny though? Yeah, what is chat like best? Yeah, I think the first one is visible at this level. I think this second one's not. Actually, you know what? They're all pretty good. Now I think I like the second one actually. Because at this level of being zoomed out here, it's actually really hard to tell that they're there, but there is something. Here they kind of stand out. So I don't know. You should ask chat with a straw poll. You've been working with JavaScript for some time now. Do you even like it? Is this the very last time you'll ever use JavaScript? I like JavaScript, yeah. I don't know if I can say about last time. If Botland is successful, I'd like to work on Botland for the next up to 5 years, basically. So if it is the last time, it's going to be a long time, I think. Oh, I see, Wouter. Triggered me to share 6K images. It zoomed in on the cat's nose for me. There's a cat face up here. There it is. It's watching me. Okay. So we've got the APIs in place. Now all we need to do is be able to call into them. And I can just manually test this, I think. So let's try it out. Let's go restart this. Right? This, I think. I have no idea. I don't remember what this is. Let's try it out. HTTP localhost colon 7895 enter. Okay, so if I type flashbang slash 255.0.0, is that gonna work? Hey Zebra, how you doing? Me in 10 years? That is quite an image. Hey, Blueberry King. All right. Yeah, quite an image. Okay, so let's try this out. I'm going to press this button, and we should see my entire room flash red. Nope. Why is that, though? Oh, because that's the wrong... Oh, man, that's the wrong server. I think it's this one that I got to restart. Does this have a REST host running somewhere? No, I don't remember where this is supposed to even take place. Hey Versace, hey Japanese Spider Crab. Wait, what? Bottom line isn't a choice? I think I'm going to go with middle line for this. And so if you want to see this all together, here's what it looks like in chat. Or at least how it could look. Yeah. So you can't really tell. I could just copy this to the board. Here you go, guys. So you can't really tell unless you zoomed in on this that there are even really dots there. So that's what the vote is for. And then whatever ends up winning, we're going to go with that as the emote, basically. Type this command a few seconds after another user typed the same command. Bad English alert. The buy lights? If you didn't even get the link, Zebra, that's usually a problem with whispers being disabled. If you got the link and it didn't seem to work, that would just be someone else was using it at the same time. Alright, yeah, so something's going wrong here. Oh, I'm doing a get, not a post. That's why. Does that work? No, so close. So close. Alright, well, let's take a look. So this returns a whole bunch of stuff, and then we're going to need to return a... Yeah, let's do this. Because we're not getting a response at all. If this thing were opened up, it would give a response somewhere. Server.post. We have slash 3 things. Yep. Huh. So I don't know. And this is running on port 7895, isn't it? Yeah. Something here is wrong. I wonder what. Huh. In flashbang command. Is this even getting hit? It'd be very weird if it was getting hit and just nothing was happening. No, it's not even getting hit. So then what is happening? So post to flashbang and then 3 numbers. How about we just try this? I'm going to figure out what's going on here. The port's not taken. Huh. Yeah, it's still not getting hit. Weird. And I'm not doing anything differently from here, right? Let's see if setting up flashbang route. Perhaps I'm modifying code that's not being used any longer. That's entirely possible. Yeah, so this is not the right script, I guess. This is the right script? I don't even know anymore. Oh, chatbot's just not the... Darn it. Alright, I know what's going on. It's this script. I'm just running the wrong script. I name these things so poorly that I don't remember what's what anymore. So now we just CD into that direction. What a silly problem. Oh, yeah, I got a little dumber doing that. Alright, there we go. Set state on all lights is not a function. Okay, perfect. So now we can fix this. This is just a normal problem at this point. Something chair, I know. That day was... why can't I raise my chair, guys? Oh, yep. I deserve it. Alright, so set state on all lights doesn't even exist. I did this api.setLightState. Yeah, this is poorly written code. So where are we at with the hack emote? Have you submitted it yet? No, I want to do that today on stream if I can. If someone found your IP, would they be able to change your lights without auth? No. But that's not why I don't want them finding my IP address. Okay, so this needs to be changed. Yeah, fine. So what did set state on all lights do? Map all of the office lights to api.setLightState. And what does this do? What, does this get called in a for loop? Oh, here it is. Promise.then. Yeah, that's a bad function. We should just add this in. We're using Bluebird, right? No, we're not using Bluebird. What in the world is the matter here? Fine. Okay, so let's go back to the light control thing. Do I have Bluebird here? I do. I'm just not using it. What a great surprise. And is function? Seriously? Why didn't I just use Lodash there? I don't know what the matter is with this. I'm going to have to change all this eventually. But this office lights sounds good. Map each one. This.api state. We don't have API. We do it this way. Couldn't set that to that. Perfect. Fine. Cool. Return. Great. Perfect. Okay. So now we get rid of this. And this. And then this. There. Welcome to the world of programming, yeah. Okay, let's try this out. Hopefully that works. Let's see. Underscore is not defined. Yeah, let's go get it. Done and done. Cool. Did it work? Yes! Yes! Everything flashed red. So now let's flash it all pink, cool, blue, cyan, green. Where's green? Oh, that was delayed. Hey Dreadsteed, welcome back. Would the lights also flashbang whenever someone's using a light token? Yeah, so it'll interrupt them for that time. Which is probably not what people want to have happen. And actually, now that I think about that, we're going to have to turn color loop off. Yeah, effect none for that. Otherwise, this isn't going to work. There. Do you even need Bluebird for this kind of promise? Any reason to use Bluebird over native ones? I'm using promise.all in here. I don't know if that's something that the default promise supports. Oh, it does. Okay, yeah, there probably isn't. But Bluebird should have better performance, I believe. You should sell this to other Twitch streamers. Are the lights behind him flashing? Yeah. So what I'm doing today is I wanted it so that when someone subscribes or cheers, that it just flashes the lights in whatever color their username is. Actually, not for that. Otherwise, I need to keep a database of what their username is. We'll probably just pick a random color. Or just a certain color for subscribers and a certain color for cheering. Let's just leave it up to you guys. I mean, you're the ones watching. Hey, King Dan. So when someone subscribes or cheers... Oh, thanks, Mike. And yeah, that definitely broke the bot. Hang on a second. Mike just cheered for 100. Yeah, okay, I broke that. Alright, let's go fix that too. Phantom, scripts, handlers, bits handler, total bits. This is there. Okay, so that's been fixed. Couldn't show that on screen, sorry. Is Grayert's job, Adam, also cheering? So when someone, no, it's not. When someone subscribes or cheers, should the lights flash a random color? Wait, how should the light color be decided? It should be based on the color of the username of the person triggering the action. It should always be the same, e.g. blue for subs, green for cheers. It should always be random. Okay, so what do you guys think about this? Don't different cheer amounts have different colors? You could just use the cheer color. Oh yeah, that's a good idea. Hey, Avixator. So this is the hardest one to code because I need to keep a database of every single person's username color because there's no guarantee that they spoke before subscribing or cheering. I think I'm probably leaning toward this option of it should always be the same. No, don't vote for blue. How about a slow pulse for one and a quick pulse for the other in a random color? I could do something like that. And hey, a gem age monkey. God. Ever since I said that your name could be interpreted as a gem on key, I always think of that now. Make the light more pink the longer the person is subbed for it. Hey, Davey. You could also veto, though? Yeah. Alright. Oh, thanks, Zebra. Yeah, I haven't set this up yet, by the way. This is not, like, I could act like it just happened. So there, this is what would have happened when he cheered. It would have just flashed my lights. Play a sound, flash the light white. Okay, yeah, I think I'm just going to do this. I think this is the best one. And then when you use the command flashbang, that's when I'll have it just be the color that you wanted it to be. If the... Thanks again, Zebra. If the first one wins, just do it lazy. And if they haven't spoken, choose a random or default. DB too much work. Well, the problem is... Okay, so imagine this. Like, user X joins chat. User X says something. I find out that their color is whatever, this, green. And now user X subscribes sometime later. In order for me to know what their color was, because you don't get it when someone subscribes, you need to have saved it off. So that would involve using the database. It's not incredibly difficult. And honestly, I should go with whatever people vote for here. It happens to be tied 50-50 for the two top options. Nobody cares about these two votes. Which program you use to write code? I use Sublime. Can I be banned for spamming cheer? I mean, I could ban you for anything. I won't ban you. I raised the cheer amount to 25 minimum because people were spamming it at 5. Are cheers like a mini donation? So, yeah. Thankfully, I have commands for everything. User X. Kappa Pride. Okay, so for now, let's just pick a color. So you guys had to pick 2 colors. What should be the color for subscribers, I guess? Let's go with just a bunch of these. Red, pink. We can only really use the distinct colors that my lights can render. So like, cyan is not really a choice that you guys have. This is what cyan would look like. Why is this taking so long? Yeah. Also, these are never on screen. So really, cyan, actually, I guess that would work. Yeah, cyan would work. Okay, fine. But I'm mostly going to pick the brightest colors. So what about yellow? Yellow is full red, full green, I think. Does that work? Yeah, I don't really like that, but it's an option. What other colors? Orange, that's half yellow or half green. Does that look good? Yeah, sure. Orange, what colors am I forgetting about over here? We said red, orange, yellow, green, cyan, blue, pink. Purple doesn't really work, does it? That's what, half red and full blue? Yeah, half red and full blue. Let's see what that looks like. Half red, full blue. Yeah, that's blue. I'm not going to say purple on here. And what other color? Yeah, that's it. Okay, cool. So I think this is the pull. And then we'll ask another one of the same kind for what should be the color for cheering. And you know what? I will put in, whoops. Oh, darn it. No, I just got rid of the page. Come on, how did I even do that? What were the colors? I was going to copy paste them. What should be the color for subs? I can't even tab now? What is happening? Red. Let's just look over here. There. So red, orange, What? Tabbing isn't working. This is super obnoxious. Alright, this time for real, guys. Red, orange, yellow, green, cyan, blue, pink. Yeah, or we can say random. And so the same ones here. Red, orange, yellow, green, cyan, blue, pink, random. Base it on the cheer amount. Yeah, just based on the cheer amount should be there. Okay, so I'm going to create both of these polls. So here we go. All right, so yeah, you guys should have both of those now. So the thing we're voting on is what color should the lights change when a sub happens, and what color should they change when a cheer happens. So the lights will just flash, that's it. It's not like super obnoxious. Is this not going to work? Hello? Lights change red? Okay, cool. Okay, so let's see what we got here. So base it on the cheer amount is winning over here. And we have the, what, Twitch cheer badges? Where are the badges? Yeah. So 1 to 100 is gray. I guess we'll flash it white for that. Then purple, cyan, blue, and red. Yeah, we can do all this. This will probably have to be pink, not purple, though. So let's see. So, okay, based on the cheer amount, that's overwhelmingly 1 over here. And then for subscribers, people have voted for pink and then red. So they definitely want this end of the color spectrum, at least. Okay, so we'll go with pink for subs and based on the cheer amount for cheers. So cool, thanks everybody. Make it rain 1. There's a point for everybody, hooray. OP, OP. Okay, so let's go write this down. This should be based on the cheer amount. Less than 100 is going to be white. Less than 1,000 is going to be pink. Less than... Oh, actually, that'll be confusing, right? Because pink is the subscriber one. I guess it's fine. Is it fine? We could try to make it purple. Well, I'll write purple, but I can't really render purple. Triggered. Oh yeah, light tokens are disabled for now. Yeah. I disabled them because I'm working on them right now. So 5,000 is cyan, less than 10,000 is blue, and 10,000 or more, all else is red. If I ever see my lights flash red, I basically know that I'm getting rich. Or that someone in chat has done this. Oh yeah, it doesn't remove points. Don't worry about that. I just disabled it for right now, though. Okay. And by the way, this didn't change any, did it? Yeah, cool. Okay, so we're going to go with pink for subs and the color for this. So cool. They'll flash pink on subs. Can you reenact my cheer with the lights? I can kind of try to, maybe. I'm not sure because I won't get the API call. Hey, Lepka. Okay, so all we need to do is call into this API from my bot, which is here. Yeah, perfect. Okay. So if command equals flashbang, it'll have to tell us the color though. Flash once or a few times? It'll probably just flash once. Could you not flash the color of the user's name for subs? Dead Sparrow, there's no knowing the color of the user's name for subscribers. The only way to get a username color in Twitch is for them to have chatted first. And there's no guarantee that they'll have chatted. And even if they have chatted, I need to save it into a database, which I could do. But then sometimes people have like gray names or something. And gray would get converted into something like this. So if I try flashing the color for like 10, 10, 10, which is a very dark gray, you'd see it would just look white. So I think just sticking to one color is probably going to be what I'm going to do for now. When they hit you on your camera, they explode. That's actually really cool antimatter tape. I'm guessing you can't control your lights independent of each other. I can. In fact, well, I can't really show you this. Where's my iPad? No, I think it's downstairs. Well, anyway, I can. I'm actually wearing two different light strips right now. So that's why they're always lit up regardless of how they're facing. And then there are two other lights over here. So they can be controlled independently. You can't control the independent LEDs and strip independently though. They're not addressable. So let's get this to work. If you type flashbang, it's not going to do give token to person. All this needs to do is whisper to my bot. No, that's not how this works. Oh, darn it. How do I do this? It'd be nice if I remembered any of this. Give token to person. So we whisper botland bot, which is the phantom bot. What? We shouldn't have to do this. Oh, there's a different way that this works. I don't know. This REST client get token. Oh, okay. I've got this. This is super easy, actually. I was making this way harder than it needed to be. You can get addressable LEDs for $10 a meter on eBay. Yeah, I can. This is the NA Swine. This is the kind of thing where if I hadn't started streaming already and I felt like I had a week to work on this sort of thing, I probably would have done all of this. But I spent 3 or 4 days before I started streaming working on this light system, and now I'm just trying to do a small improvement to it. I'm doing well, Swine. Today is an interesting day so far. I'm working on a command that will flash my lights in a certain color. So if I type it like this, for example, it'll just flash them red really fast. Whoa, got this light pointing at my face. Look at that. It looks like the Men in Black thing, doesn't it? Men in Black memory eraser. The neuralizer, yeah. Men in Black neuralizer. What color was that? That was probably just white. No, it was red? I don't remember that. There was no flash of light? Yeah, it's apparently red. Huh. So yeah. Pay me and I'll do it for you. I don't know about that. Okay, so there's gonna be like sub notice. So in sub notice, what we're gonna do is this.restclient.flashbang, and we're gonna pass in RGB. So you guys said that you want subs to be pink. So there we go. So if I go restart my bot right now, that should work. And then cheers are gonna be based on how much someone cheered. Cheer notice. You don't remember that, Adam? How convenient. So cheer notice needs to have an extra command of how much was cheered. So we can get this. We can say amount num bits equals that. This needs to be parse int. Actually, it doesn't have to be parsed, does it? I don't think it has to be, but I'm going to do it anyway. Num bits. And so then the color has to be based on that. Num bits. Okay. So receive cheer notice for num bits. What we're going to do is come up with a color here. So if num bits is less than 100, what are the colors we said here? These? And we should test these out just to see what they'll look like. So if it's less than 100, we go with white. So let R equals 0, let G equals 0, let B equals 0. So then these will all be 255. Cool. Why are we spamming commands? Oh, does Botland going to be free? Cost money? Monetizing? Oh man. Alright, so if it's less than 1,000, I wanted to go with purple here, but I don't think purple actually looks that good. Let's try to find a good purple here. That's pink, right? Is that noticeably different from this? Why does it take so long? I guess it's a little bit different. But if I said like 100 blue maybe, when do we get this to actually look purple? I don't think we do get it to look purple. Whoa. That stayed there for a little too long. What's your words per minute? And do I have another job? No, I don't have another job. My job is to just change lights all day. Okay, so 200, 0, 100. I like that color. 200, 0, 100. And this will be the most common one. Well, these two will be the most common ones because they're the cheapest amount of bits. So now if num bits is less than 5,000, then we go with cyan. So 255. No, that's not cyan. That 255, 255. Let's learn how to type. Cool. Else if num bits is less than 10,000, then we go with blue. Also, we don't ever need to set these to 0 explicitly. And else r equals 255. So we can cut these out. Perfect. There. Nice. Now we return RGB. More blue, less red. Yeah, but I don't think these lights can really do that well. So this is what the purple is that I've settled on. It's not really purple, I guess. So more blue. If we like double the blue amount. Now it's pink, I feel, and less red. Now it's blue. I don't know. There's probably some like perfect way I could get this to look. This is taking a long time. Like, is that purple or is that pink? How would you describe this? We've been brainwashed. Yes, by Boatland. I mean, the official... Oh, man. I thought that was the dialogue. Oh, that was silly. Let's delete that. Okay, so the official purple color is like half red and more blue, definitely. But when I do exactly what Paint has there, it looks blue, right? You'd probably describe that as blue that you're seeing on screen right now. That's purple. Unfortunately, I don't know what values you guys are talking about. I think we lower the blue maybe. So does that look good? Does everyone agree that this is purple? 128, 0, 128. That's this. That looks more pink. That's purple enough, I guess. Yeah, we're gonna say it. That's blue now. Oh, come on. there's no winning here. 257, negative 100.5. Got it. Hey, Nate the Great. Hey, Birkin. False LED colors. I should just have these not flashed like that. 128, 200 was good. 150, 0, 200. I think this is good. This is pretty good. I'm going to stick with this, I think. So this is going to be whatever we call purple, right? I think that looks pretty good. Also, this is pretty close to what you guys said. The difference between 190 blue and 200 blue is not really obvious, right? Yeah, they both look pretty good to me. Let's just stick with that. So purple is this one. So R equals 128 and B equals like 190. Let's split the difference. We'll go with 195. There. Now everybody's happy because I have said that. All right. So we got this. Receive cheer notice. Perfect. Receive sub notice. So I'm going to test this out. So I need to restart this bot. And I need to restart this bot. Is there a run command in here? Or node main? How do I do this? Start chatbot.cmd. This calls into some like private thing at the bottom. So let me go look at this off screen. Yeah, it's just node main. Okay, so node main. No, you guys don't need to donate. I can donate it by just whispering sub notice. So check this out. I'm going to whisper. I don't know if I can show you guys this. I'm just going to whisper sub notice. So let's see if it works. Yeah, nice. Cool. Now I'm going to whisper cheer notice, and I'm going to type 10,000. This is as though I'm getting $100 right now. Yeah, and it flashes red. Okay, cool. So that's working. What else do we have to test here? The other colors, I guess. Where are the other colors? How did I just lose this? It's coming from main.js, where that is. Here it is. Okay, yeah. Okay, so less than 100 is white, so let's do 50. Yep, looks good. Then let's do 500. That should be purple. Yeah, cool. Then 2500, that should be cyan. Yeah, so the problem with cyan is these lights can't render it, the ones that are off screen, but the LED strips can. So when someone cheers for 2500, you'll only really see these change nicely. Oh well. And then if we cheer for 5000, it'll be blue. Yeah, and blue is very obviously blue. So I'm pretty happy with that. So that's working. Now we just need to hook that into the bot. And then that's it. Pretty much done with this section. So let's go do that. We need to do this in PhantomBot, and it needs to be on bits, and that means I need to do it off screen. So hang on just a sec. This shouldn't take very long. So Phantom, scripts, handlers, bits handler. Cool. What's a cheer? You need greater than or equal to? What? No, that was working correctly, right? According to these badges, 100 is the point where you finally get to the next level. So less than 1000 is purple. And then, yeah, just follow these things, I guess. I haven't been on Twitch in a while. Okay, hey, Waddle. Yeah, it's fine. I linked you to the article. They're just a way for you to support the streamer if you want. So, whoops, nope, can't show that on screen. I didn't leak anything. That's okay. You guys can go look through the VOD, confirm for yourselves if you want. So when you send a certain number of bits to me, I just need to whisper my bot, and that's it. That should be that. So we just type, how do you whisper? Oh, it's $.say and then /w botlad. Yeah. So we just say cheer notice and then numbits. There. And then for subscribers, we need to do the same thing. So when a subscriber, so there should be a subscribe handler. Yeah, perfect. Okay. So when someone subscribes, what is this? If it doesn't show that they've subscribed, then add them to the list. So we whisper out a sub notice. There, done. So it should work now. That should be everything. Are the lights based on total amount cheered over time, or cheer amount just for the current cheer? It's just the current cheer. So you know what? You're right. I should probably do it over the total time, right? Let's just ask you guys what you think. Should the color of the lights when cheering be based on the cheer amount, the newest cheer amount, or the total cheer amount? Newest, total. Okay, antimatter tape, bylights isn't going to work right now. Yeah, the command's been disabled. Okay, so more votes are for total than for the newest. The only problem is I don't have an easy way to get the total. Oh man. So here's what I think. If you look at if you look at chat, the numbers that people have cheered total are what causes this badge to show. So if Hideo were to cheer 25, that wouldn't probably change this badge. So should I pick the color of their badge basically and give them the cyan one, or pick the color of how much they're cheering, which would pick the white one? I think my vote's for total. Well, we can always change it. And either way, I don't really have the code to do that yet, although it's in the event somewhere. I just need to look at their Java code and figure out how to get this from JavaScript. Okay, so cool. This should be set up. It should already be done, actually. And working, as far as I know. So that's finished. So now we can make the flashbang command. So I have a color command in chat. Oh, whoop, I missed a bunch of chat. Hang on a second. And yeah, hey Vognar. Yeah, I am partnered now. That was as of September 27th. I gave you the link for total cheers in chat. No, I know what I just need to figure out a couple of little like glue code pieces basically. So yeah, I should be able to get it. You should have a user API that tracks Twitch chat stats like favorite emotes and bits. Yeah, if I were just like, hey, I need a project to work on, guys. What can I do? Then I would probably tackle things like that. Yeah, total bits used. Yeah, so I have that. I just don't. I need to figure it out. How many flashes will a flashbang last, and can we buy them with points? And is there a limit? So it would probably just be one. And can you buy them with points? Yeah, it'd be something like, I don't know, 5 or 10. And is there a limit? I don't think so. So yeah, I was thinking, let's say 10, 5 points, 10 points. No limit, 1 flash, something like that. What number sub was I? I'm not sure I know how to even figure that out. I used to keep track. Whoops. I'm just showing everything here. You were sub number... No, I don't have that information. I did ask Twitch this morning, am I allowed to share my sub count? They said yes. So I can tell you how many subs I have total. No, EJ, it's not working yet. So yeah, there are 84 subs total right now. Figure it out. I don't know how to figure it out. Is there a way for me to get my subscriber list? There might be. Anyway, I don't know, it's fine. And even if I can get my subscriber list, I don't know if it's ordered. And then I don't know what would happen. I haven't been a partner for long enough to ever have resubs, but I don't know what would happen there. Also, does this say I'm still hosting right now? What is going on? 84, yeah. Well, I think 84 counts me. But yeah, you guys have been really supportive. There aren't even that many viewers. I think that's pretty typical though, right? I think... No, maybe it's not typical. I don't know what the stat is on that. Anyway, add flashbang. So here's what we have. We have a color command. Yeah, so it can tell you your username color. So I just need to go figure out where I did that, basically. Is it in here? Of course not. Yeah, so Zebra, you don't have a color because your name must be a random color. Is that true? Because for me, your color is showing up like this, which is like a lime green, I guess. Yeah. Oh, thanks, Mike. Okay. That matter too. Oh, man. Hey, Monakis. Okay, so where does this come from? I have a color command somewhere. What is this thing even saying? Your username color. That would be a better thing to search for. Your username color. Here it is. Atom command. So all we do is event.get tags and then tags.get color, and color isn't necessarily defined. All right, it's the antimatter tape. So we just need to do this. Oh, hey, I already have a flashbang command. What? What does this do? Oh, nothing. Can I propose the flashbangs, instead of just being one flash of green, are like white, green, white, green, white, green for a full pattern to make it seem cooler? I don't know if I even want to do them, to be honest. Now that I think about it, because like now there are 3 different ways that the lights can change. And I wanted it to be like a subscriber thing. I don't know. Because if you were to type something like white, green, something along these lines, that's pretty similar to just buying a token and then using it however you want. I like the idea, yeah. I like the idea. I think at that point you should buy a token. So I think flashing the lights a certain color. I don't know. Maybe we should just leave this for subs and cheers. What do you guys think? Let's ask a straw poll. Be available for subscribers as a way of flashing. Oh wait, hang on. Does this work? My lights can change colors. Wow, Zebra, thank you for subbing. I don't think it got the subscribe notice, because it definitely did not flash the colors. All right, let's act like it happened. Woo! Okay. Man, I bet this is. All right, let's go over here. So I think this is probably, well, potentially broken. Where is it? Did I call it subnotice here? Because if I whisper, it works. Where is subnotice? Yeah, it's called subnotice. And this calls into the right thing. And this gets whispered here. And this is on a whisper from Botland bot. Yeah. Aw, man. I'm sorry, Zebra. I meant for subs, like when someone subs instead of a single flash, it's a little bit more exciting. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah, I could do something like that. So this is coming from here, and we did not see this happen. See, I'm worried that this is going to be called frequently. Like, I could just put this up here, for example. I guess I should also just have a $.console line. Someone just subscribed. And then subscriber is subscriber. There. Let's just try that out. Someone sets the color of the lights to blue using a token in its own flashbang, but the color return to blue? No, it wouldn't. Yeah. And that's something that... The problem, Mike, is I thought, what if someone set them to max and blue, and then someone had a flash for blue? You'd have to change them back to white and then back to blue, I think, and then back to what they originally were. Three or 5 flashes would be appropriate. Okay, we can write this down. Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to add flashbang as a command. Yeah. So when someone subscribes, flash the lights multiple times. So in order for this to work, I guess we need an optional argument for number of flashes. Yeah, okay. So let's take a look. What do you think now? I think it looks good. Yeah. Let's print it. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, this command. So we can say num flashes, and that can go here. If not is integer num flashes, then num flashes equals 1, and then we pass this into here, so this turns into this. I don't know if this is going to work, so I'll have to test this. And then lights.flashbang, so we open up this source code. Num flashes. Okay, so we have to set it to the initial, and then we have a tiny delay, and then this will be one flash. Is this combination of stuff. So we just have to do this a certain number of times. So const initial promise equals this. Now num flashes times, we want to add this. I guess we'll do things this way. And yeah, Birkin, I think eventually I can do that. But right now everyone has only been able to subscribe for 1 month. So I think I'll just start at 3 maybe. Promise equals initial promise dot then dot delay dot then. Okay, let's try that out. I don't know if this is gonna work, but hey, we'll find out. So I just restart this, and then I pass in a number here. So if I pass in 2, it should flash twice. Nope. Oh wait, 1. Okay, that was really weird and delayed. So let's try again. 1, 2. Yeah, nice. Okay, if I pass in nothing, what happens? Should be 1. Yeah, that's unfortunate. So we gotta go fix that. There. Is that Philips Hue? Yeah. And hey, broiler. Okay, so let's try this out. So we send nothing, and it just does it once. We can send something like 255003, and it'll flash them 3 times red. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Okay, cool. So now we gift EJ 1 point. So if I wanted to flash blue 5 times, it's gonna get a little out of sync, I think. No, actually that's pretty good. Yeah, that's pretty good. Okay, nice. I wonder if there's a better way to do this. Set all lights. Yeah. It's just for 1. I wonder if they changed the API at all. Yeah. Is there a command to see the list of commands available? Yeah, there is. These aren't this isn't the full list, but it's enough of the commonly used ones where I feel like, oh yeah, this stuff needs to go away. I should just edit this page. All right. So now what we need to do is when you subscribe, so we'll get sub notice from this one. No, where's this one? Here we go. Sub notice. So flashbang. And then there needs to be some part of REST client that passes how many times to flash it. So we'll say 3 there. And then REST client will take in a num flashes equals 1. And we just call into that. There, perfect. There, that should be it. So now I just gotta go restart both of these bots. So there's one, and then I restart this one too. Perfect. So it should work. So let's try it out. I should just have to whisper botlad sub notice. Yeah, that's it. And it should flash 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Cool. And if I whisper cheer notice 500, then it flashes purple once. Cool. Oh, I see, Mr. Cheap. Yeah. Alright, yeah, so this seems to be working. The only problem that I don't know about is this is not my code. This needs to be triggered, and I don't know if it's getting triggered. And yeah, Mr. Cheap, I was working on when someone subscribes or cheers, it should flash my lights now based on what happened. So when they cheer, it'll flash the lights one of these colors, and when they subscribe, it'll flash the lights pink 3 times. Oh, wait a second, there's another badge? No, wait, you can't cheer for that much. Yeah, okay. Yeah, nice. Okay, so that's all done. Cool. So next up, we need to get the Atom hack emote trimmed. This has nothing to do with programming at that point. All right, so let's go find this. Thomas stream emotes. Okay, so this is what antimatter tape provided. I just need to turn these into the right sizes. So the first one is 28 by 21. The next one is 56 by 42. So the next one is probably 112 by 84, if I had to guess. 112 by 84, yeah. Why aren't you using GitHub? I'm using something called Bitbucket, JS Taco Killer. And the reason why I'm not using GitHub is because they don't have private repos for free, for me at least. Okay, so the only question I have, I can do the work of trimming these, but the part that I don't know is, should I align it to the top, the middle, or the bottom? I don't know what it looks like on Twitch. Well, actually, I do know what it looks like. They're just gonna... Wait. What should I align this to? That's when the total comes into play. You need a gold flashbang. I don't know. I might do that eventually, but I'm not going to be doing that now. Alright, so we need to resize the image, not scale image, canvas size, to 28 by 28. And then we need to figure out where to position this thing. Top, bottom, or middle. So, should I position the Atom hack? What should the alignment be for the Atom hack emote? Top, middle, bottom. Given that it's 28 by 21 and the emote size is 28 by 28. Cool. Are you using Bitbucket? Yeah, I am using Bitbucket. Hi, turnip juice. What the times mean? Times time in Python is the power of something. So 2 times 3 is really saying 2 to the 3rd power, which is 8. So yeah, if you said like 50 to the 50 squared, 2500. You actually should be able to evaluate this whole thing. So if I said like x equals 2, y equals, actually you don't even need y because you don't have that there. So I can evaluate this whole thing? No, I apparently can't. Oh, because mp.x doesn't exist? Or because comma's not a valid Python operator? Something's not working here. Weird. Oh well. What if we just replace this? Ah, there we go. That evaluates. We don't see how it looks like, so how can we vote? Oh, sorry. This is the emote. And middle. Okay, well, most people voted for middle, so let's do that. So I think when you resize, you actually get an option to do this, do you not? If I say 28 and then center, oh, perfect. Okay. Cool. Yeah, whatever. I'm just going to let GIMP figure this out. And thanks, Turnip Juice, for following. Okay, so let's export that as this. Perfect. Cool. Then we go edit the other couple. Open with GIMP. Then GIMP screws up and I have to click this twice. And then resize this, not scale, canvas size, to 56 and center. Done. This is super easy. And then, whoops. Not super easy when you can't click the right things. Done. Okay. So there, this will be the newest emote. Adam Hack. I like this emote. Oh, cool. The cheering thing worked. Thanks, Carm. Feels good, man. Feels good. So yeah, Carm, in case you weren't here for the beginning of the stream, now when you cheer, it will flash my lights a color based on how much you cheered for. Nice. Okay, so we gotta upload this emote now. So let me just do this really quickly. I can do this. Because then maybe if they approve it, we can get it for the end of this stream. I kind of doubt I'll be streaming that long, though. This will be hack. Done. It's been submitted. So I have now gotten 4 out of 6 of my emote slots used. And so the other 2 that I want are Adam LED, which is what Endorn's working on, and then Adam Boat, which I need to ask today if I can use the Creative Commons licensed boat that I wanted. Don't you want cheer to flash a few times too? No, but I guess I could do that. The result of the poll regarding amount cheered versus total cheered. I don't know if I still have that open. Oh, here it is. Yeah, people said that it should be just the newest one. And I could change that later. I'll need to look into that. And Mike, I don't think I'm going to do the flashbang command. So yeah, ask about Adam Boat. So the boat image that I wanted, if any of you have not seen the Boatland video yet, there's no need to watch this. But the boat image is here. So this is licensed via the Creative Commons, BY3 license, which requires attribution. So I am going to have to ask Twitch where I give attribution for this, or if it's even allowed. So I'll just send him an email today. No flashbang command? What was the reason for no flashbang? So I can't come up with a compelling enough way to surface it to you guys. Like, it would probably cost 10 points or something, right? And it would just give you one flash of whatever you're... Like, do you guys want that? Flashing the lights in the color of their name for a certain amount of points. Hey, 3D Extended. I want to spam flashbangs. Don't increase light tokens by 25. Oh, oh, I see. You're saying, yeah, flashbang could be used to troll. Yeah. Well, it could be. I mean, you could change your name a whole bunch of times, or the color of your name. So people are mostly voting for yes here, but it's not like a landslide vote or anything. Well, now it's more of a landslide vote. 75% said yes. Do you program the light strip with some API? So there's a whole explanation of how the lights work here, Birkin. So in short, yes. Okay, so yeah, most people voted for yes. So fine, I'll do this. I don't know how much it's going to cost, though. I guess that's the next thing I should ask. Let's just make a million straw polls. How much should flashbang cost? It will only be accessible to subscribers. Also, for a point of reference, a 45-second token to control my lights is 25 points. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Yeah. Make it cost 1. No. I actually kind of want to make it cost... I don't know. You guys should just vote on this. How do I vote for 0? I don't want to allow that. Hey, Horforia. It'll only increase the problem I talked earlier about overwriting tokens. Yeah, which is why I wasn't even sure that I necessarily want this. But if I did have it and it cost 25, then that's fine. Because it's like you could either flash the lights once, or you could, and then just rapidly spend your points, I guess. Also, if I refresh this, it should sort them, right? Yeah. You know, people are voting for both ends of the spectrum the most. 5 and 25. Well, actually, I guess 10 is tied with 5. How do I make it cost points for EJ, not for me? Where's the 100 points option? I didn't think you guys would want something higher than 25. I wanted to dump all of my points on Portal 2 Day. Yeah, I think we'll go with 25. Because that way every single thing that you can spend points on costs 25. And it's up to you to figure out how you want to spend them, I guess. So, the votes have spoken. My vote counts for 100 votes, so we're going to that. So we're going to say 25 points, no limit, 1 flash, and it'll be your color. Okay, so let's go code it then. All your points are already dumped. Okay, hold on a second, EJ, Mr. Look at this. You have 5,674 points. So if I... Oh, Turnip Juice. Thanks for subbing. You're the newest viewbot. Also, what happened in chat? Oh, there we go. Yeah, thanks. Okay, so the sub notice is obviously not getting triggered here. Does it even say it? No, it just never gets triggered. Wait, Twitch notify. Turnip Juice just subscribed. Where does that come from? A private message from Twitch? Yeah, no light flash. Here, I can fake it here. There. All right, that was underwhelming. Sorry, guys. All right, we're gonna see if we can hook into this Twitch notify message. Hey, Catalan Web. Okay, so message from Twitch notify. Where does this get handled? And why they have... This is what bothers me. They have Twitch subscribe right here. And I have it sending sub notice. But this just never gets hit for some reason. So apparently this is not... Wait, new subscriber from... Oh my god. Are you kidding me? This is the dumbest thing ever. They have functions that just aren't used anymore, apparently. This is from where? From Twitch API, and this is from Twitch Notify. So this is apparently where I need to do this. Someone just subscribed, subscriber, and then, yeah, there. So now that should be fixed. And then new resubscriber. So we should put someone just resubscribed in here and just change this to this and change this to this. There. There are multiple ones. This one is the IRC one. Yeah. And can I make them faster? I think this is the API being slow. Because if I try it again, like sometimes they actually do go pretty quickly. So that's what I'd expect to have happen. Well, either way, Turnip Juice, I do appreciate it. And then is there a Twitch Prime sub thing in here? No, thank goodness. Okay, so then this should be good. It should be fixed for the next subscriber. I feel bad because the 2 people who subscribed today didn't get that to happen. I had to manually run it. Okay, so... Hey, Digite. Hey, the Phlox. The Phlox, did you make a new account? Didn't you already have one that was the PH? The Phlox? Is this just a common name for some reason? What's going on here? Are you the same the Phlox as the Phlox 6? What's going on? Alright, so flashbang's what we're going to do next. So let's go figure that out. So I believe I had the Atom command. Commands, Atom command. That isn't you? Okay. Well, welcome to New the Phlox. And I'm live. Thanks for following. Alright, so handle flashbang. This is when someone gets the command flashbang. Okay, so cost is going to be 25. So we can't save this file yet. So we whisper flashbang to botlad. Let's call it flashbang command, I guess. Or like, yeah, flashbang command. Lights disabled at the moment? Yeah, they're disabled for right now. I can enable it after I'm done with this thing too. Can you promise points won't be worth something worthwhile in the future? No, I can't. I mean, this isn't going to be like, hey, I'm taking everyone to Disneyland if you have enough points. It's not going to be anything like that ever. But maybe at some point it's like you can spend, I don't know, 15,000 points and get your name as a default name in Botland or something. Who knows? How are you making money now? So the Phlox, you should check out the FAQ. The short answer is, as of about 3 weeks ago now, 2 weeks ago, something like that, 2 weeks basically, I'm now a Twitch partner, so I'm making some money. But for the first 13 months of development, I was making no money. And so the FAQ will tell you more about this, but basically my wife has a job. Points will be worth cookies. Hey, Godik. No Disneyland. I never said no Disneyland. I said no Disneyland from, like, buying it with points. For all we know, there will be a Disneyland event, and you'll just have to pay your own way. I was considering doing something stupid with my points. What, like 1,000,000 flashbangs in a row? I haven't finished this command yet, anyway. So handle flashbang is here. This comes from this. This is a subscriber only or moderator only command, actually. So then when this gets passed over to my code, we need to make this work correctly. So when you get, where is flashbang? Oh, subnode is into your notice, that's right. So then the number of points required is going to be num points required. Yeah, so we just send that, right? Oh, and the color. Oh, darn it. That's not going to be easy. Tobias. Okay, so color. We're going to get the color here, and we're going to try passing it over, but it might not exist. So event.getTags, your username color. So we're going to say var color equals null, and then color equals that. And then, so we're going to send the, oops, oh no, what am I doing? There. That's not even what I want. I want it to be this, but I don't know what's going to happen when it's null. We're gonna have to cut out the cost for this for right now. That way I don't totally break everything. Okay, yeah, and we'll need to test this with someone who has a color. So like Zebra though did not have a color. So we'll need to test this with Zebra though later. And no, I know it's from Whose Line Is It Anyway, Tobias. I watched a lot of that show. In fact, if you haven't seen the blooper reel for that, it's hilarious and you should watch it. Okay, so now we get this command passed into here, so flashbang command. So this is number of points required, and then we might have a color. Split message 2. This may or may not exist. So handle flashbang command. Oh, and then we need the user who triggered this so that we can actually... Wait, do we need the username? No, we don't. What is this for then? What points required? We don't need any of this stuff, do we? We just need a color. Yeah. Yeah. Great. Oops. I didn't mean to save that. Alright, well, too late now. So here's what we do. Hey, Reborn. It's a very unique username color you have there. And Fulveston. Thanks for following. I'm sure I'm butchering your name. Hey, Anonym. Alright, see you, swine. Have fun watching the bloopers. So we're going to do console.log, got a color. There. That's it. So let's try this out. What happens when I type this? Well, for one, this won't work until we restart this thing. So let's do this. There. So if I type this, hey, Mr. Internet, it did not work. Oh, there it goes. Got a color null. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. It's definitely not good. Color equals null. If tag's not equal to null and tags is not equal to that, then color equals tags, I get color. Oh, so my color probably isn't sent on Whisper? Oh, man. I don't want to keep a database of all this stuff. God, this is going to be annoying. Why isn't there a color in a Whisper? I'll have to look at TMI.js. Is this an indie game? I mean, Botland's an indie game. I'm not working on Botland today. And what does indie even mean? So indie, in my mind at least, stands for independent, which means you're not part of like a huge company. But the thing is, most indie developers at least have a company. So I think it really just means that you're not one of the major studios. You're not well established yet. Colors are not sent on Whisper. Oh, that's too bad. So you have to type this command in. Where's the Whisper? Here it is. So we don't get, according to Twitch, user state objects is always subject to change. Color looks like it should be here. So wait, what happens when I Whisper Botland bot color like that? Could not get tags. Yeah, there are no tags when you Whisper. Wow. So you won't be able to whisper the flashbang command. Or at least it's not in tags. There's got to be some better way to do this. What if I did console line event.keyset? Does that work? What's the command in Java called? Keyset. It's capitalized. There. So what if I did that? And I whisper botland bot flashbang now. What happens? It should print out the event here. I don't think it worked. Oh, Reborn, thanks for following. Why would you whisper? Why not regular chat? I'm just testing something for now, that's all. Regular chat would be fine eventually, and then yeah, it would work. I just want to see what happens when it is a whisper. Testing something. Okay. Can't you just have a bot that looks at the flashbang sender's name, copy that color, then use it for the light? So yeah, I can actually have this bot do that too. I can save all the colors from a user into the database. So Mr. Internet, there are two things I'm trying to accomplish here. What happened here? That did not work. Hang on a second. Yeah, this is broken. Anyway, one thing I'm trying to accomplish is I'm trying to add a command called flashbang, which would be for subscribers only. When you type it, it flashes my lights the color of your username. Well, there are a few problems here. Here are the variables. Did you whisper or just type it into chat? And do you even have a color for your username? So for example, Spurman doesn't have a color. If you just use the color command, I can find it. Oh, wait a second. I got a hey can. I gotta figure out why. Jeez, this isn't doing anything now. This bot just stopped printing things out. That can't be correct. Yeah, so Wanakis doesn't have a color either. So anytime you have a random color or apparently, I don't know what, some things can just screw this up. And I don't know what I'm going to do if you don't have a color. Can't you just ask Twitch to use your color? I don't think so. If there's an API to do that, definitely send it to me. And that would fix all of these problems. Event keyset. Keyset. So does that not print anything out? Did it even reload? Yeah, it did. Yeah, this just stopped printing things. Oh, man. Why, though? I think I got to restart this. Wait, you can? What's the API then? Because, yeah, that would be way easier than what I'm doing. I'm going to Control-C out of this script because something's going wrong here. Oh, wait. What just happened? No, yeah, something's going wrong. We're gonna stop this. So it's shutting down right now. Let's go check PhantomBot cd/d PhantomBot dir, and then what, launch? Yeah. Okay, so gotta whisper, color. It's not printing out the key set. I'm pretty sure event, oh, tags is a key set. Oh, so that's not gonna work. Because tags don't necessarily exist. Event.getTags.keyset. Is that what I was looking for? Nah, I have no idea. Oh well, can't do it. That's fine. So what should happen if you don't have a color and you try to use flashbang? What should happen if you don't have a color set and you try to use flashbang? Nothing. Well, it should fail and shouldn't cost points. It should choose a random color. I mean, I think that's it, right? Or it should... Well, just tell me in chat if it's not one of those, I guess. Random approved color. Yeah, yeah, sure. You'd vote for the random option then, and then I'll just make it be one of the ones that's actually like a thing. If you connected to IRC already to display the chat, then you have access to the user colors directly through V3 tags. Yeah. So I have the tags. I guess when you get a message here, a default color. Yeah, that's true. It could be a default color. I didn't think about that. I should probably make a new vote. But you guys mostly want to do something, at least. Send a color and whisper. No, I want it to be based on your name, I think, most of the time. So okay, here's what we can do then. If you don't have a color at the end of this, if color is still equal to null, well, that's not really for us to decide, is it? Guide user to use command with color given. I don't want them to be able to give a color though. I want it to be based on your username. If you want to control my lights, there's a way to do that. Flashbang is a way to just make it flash the color of your name. Hey, Dodge Wheel. Convert the name to a hex. That way it's deterministic still. I mean, I could do something like that. Use it as an index into an array of colors. Should you just be able to pick a color? Okay, let's go with that. That's the first thing. Should Flashbang just let you type a color? How should Flashbang get its color? A user can type it, e.g. Flashbang red, or it's pulled from the user's chat color. And if this doesn't work, a fallback color is chosen. What's the difference between Java and JavaScript? They're two totally different languages. The way I like usually comparing these things is think of human languages. If I said, hey, what's the difference between English and German? Yeah, sure, you'd be able to tell me some of the differences, but in general, they're both used for the same thing, which is to communicate ideas to another person. So in Java and in JavaScript, you're going to code slightly differently, but in the end, your goal is to tell the computer to do something. So I could tell you more about it, like Java is statically typed, and in both languages, you don't have to manage memory yourself, and Java turns into an intermediate language of bytecode, and then that's run. But I think that in general, it just doesn't really matter what the differences are too much. So at that point, you'd probably say, well, what are their usual applications? And so JavaScript is like the web language for clients, and Java can be used for practically anything. But JavaScript runs in browsers, and that's one of the most important qualities of it. Just make it random forever. Also, did no one vote on this, or did I just not link it in the chat? Oh, I did link it in the chat. It's not working. Huh. Straw poll's not loading for me anymore. That's weird. Oh, there it goes. Yeah, I don't know. It's pretty split on the vote right now. Like, I'd like to do this. But the whole part about it failing... Everyone wants it random. No, the random thing was if it... When people's vote is split, you should do both. Okay, so then I guess, I don't know. You could just change your color at any given time, unless you used to have Twitch Prime or Turbo, and now you don't, and you had a color that you can't switch back to. In Dodge Whale, Node shouldn't really be used for CPU intense operations. No web server really should be. Like, it doesn't matter what your web server is. You can spawn, let's say, 4 node processes on your machine knowing you have 4 cores. That doesn't necessarily mean you should be using the cores to do anything complex. So let's say, for example, that I had Botland games running on the account server, not on game servers. Well, Botland games take like 400 milliseconds to simulate. So that's time that you can't be accepting another request on that thread. And that's not a good thing. It all depends on what you're doing, though. So if this is like a personal project or something, then yeah, do everything in one thread on one server. That would be totally fine. It says red, you flashbang red. If it doesn't specify, you fall back to color name. If no color name, fall back to default color. Just make it random no matter what. If I flash 10 times in a row, it would look cooler with random colors anyway. Alright, random no matter what. EJ said it. Dudacious, thanks for following. Done. Problem solved. Oh man. Alright, let's go code this up. Just make, if the command has argument, the color is the argument. If the command is clear, flashbang just uses the color. I think I'll just make it random. And then we'll see how this works out. No argument, random color. Yeah, that's fine too. First we'll just do the random version of this. So just make it random at first. Okay, so we're sending this over to here. We will not get a color necessarily. And then we'll say handle command with color. If the color is defined, then great. If not, then we'll just color equal. Yeah. So if is nil color, then just randomly generate one. So we'll say let r equals 0, let g equals 0, let b equals 0. So r equals, actually no, let's come up with some reasonable colors. For now, let's just say it's 255. And then at the bottom of this, we just do this. There. So let's try that out. Okay, so if I type this, what happens? Nothing. Because why exactly? Also, what is happening here? Terminate batch job. Oh, weird. That wasn't even the right one. Botland flashbang command. Did that not work? That should happen here. And it just didn't. Blue, red, orange, pink, purple. I'll probably pick the same colors I gave you guys choices of before. Huh, this isn't working. If command.to lowercase equals flashbang command, console.log.flashbang command. Let me just try this again. Oh, I'm starting the wrong bot again, that's why. I am very, very smart. Consult is not defined. Okay, let's try that again. Did it work? Yes, it worked. So now it's going to flash red no matter what. I really disable this so you guys can't spam that. But you know what? Let's just let you guys spam it for now anyway. I know. I wrote consult. I actually just fixed that. There's a delay here. Alright, so colors. What were the colors I said earlier? I think they were red, orange, yellow, green, cyan, blue, pink. So let's go with all of those. Colors equals. You guys are gonna spam the heck out of that. Alright, so red. RG, so this is orange, yellow, green, cyan, blue, pink. There. So those are all the colors you can have. So we'll just say const random color equals colors. Do I have a sample? Yeah, underscore dot sample colors. And then R equals random color 0, G and B 1 and 2. There. Now we restart the server. This is amazing. Yeah, this sure is amazing, guys. Oh. The passing in an argument afterward isn't going to do anything. Not yet, at least. Well, I'm now a clown for a living. Got a color undefined. So I guess if someone does pass in a color, we can send that to them. Plus, what are the args? Arg 0? Does that work? Is it getting a color now? Let's try this out. Hey, nice, it's getting colors now. Okay, so if you pass in a color, then we'll make it that color that you say. So if not is string color, otherwise, or rather, let's do this. If it is a string, yeah, hang on, I haven't coded the whole specifying a color bit. Also, it's really cool to have a rainbow array in JavaScript. Look at that. Neat. So we'll let all of these things equal null, actually. I think that's the best idea. And then if is nil R, then we haven't picked a color, so randomize it. All right, looks good. Did you mean to type botlad in your code, or was that a typo? Yeah, that was intentional. And hey, Tiburon. So color as lowercase, color lowercase color equals color.to lowercase, switch lowercase color, case. So red, we'll say, I mean, we're only going to let you pick between these colors, right? So fine. We'll just do this up here. Let chosen color equal null. Here we'll say if is nil chosen color, then we paste this down here. There. I see Alex. Oh, plugin shows the colors in Sublime? Yeah, color highlighter, I'm pretty sure. I actually want to do this a little bit differently, probably. Yeah, let's do this differently. So let's make these, let's make it this way. So here's a clever way of doing stuff. Try this out. Done. Now watch this. There. Perfect. Red, orange, yellow, green, cyan, blue, pink. Yeah. So now that it's an object, we can just say, turn it into lowercase, and then say chosen color equals colors lowercase color. And then over here, we just sample from the values of it. Okay, everything should work. So now I just need to restart this. All right, see you, Reborn. Yeah, and normally I'm working on a game. Today is a day that I'm not working on that game. So this is a bunch of like fun color stuff, but I appreciate it, and I'll hopefully see you tomorrow. All right, so let's try this out now. If we do flashbang red, does that work? Nope, it doesn't. Why did that not work? Got a color red. And then if is string color, which it should be, lowercase color, yes, chosen color equals color. Oh, whoops. Whoops. Okay. Yeah, that was a mistake. This should be here. Okay, let's try that out. Flashbang red, perfect. Flashbang blue, perfect. Flashbang with nothing. Okay, well, it was a little delayed, but it works. It's free for now. Cave kicks while I go use the bathroom. Alright, I'll be right back. You guys can change the colors all you want. Actually, let me put this on the chair here. Yeah. Alright, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go use the bathroom. I can see Mike loves to spam. Oh, this is never gonna stop, is it? Wow, I missed. Wow, all of chat is. Yeah, I gotta copy paste this. Let me show you guys what happens when you give Mike control over anything. This. Let's go close out of that. So let's count how many there were. 108. Okay, cool. Now let's count how many of them were Mike. 40. Okay, so now let's make it cost points. Warning, about to make it cost 25 points. All right, done. So now it should actually cost points to use it. I don't know when this is going to stop because it apparently queued up all of these actions. So we're going to have to wait for that. Okay. Spam before he does it. It's already done. Isn't that the same as a light token? Yeah, it's what people voted on. I wrote it here, yeah. I said, how much should it cost? It'll only be accessible to subscribers. Never gonna use that again, Kappa. Flashbang should be 5 to 10. I can change it at any time. And if we were to average all of these out, let's find out actually. So 5 times 0.31 plus 25 times 0.31 plus 10 times 0.23 plus 15 times 0.15. So that gives us 13.85 is our total here. So that's how many points it probably should cost. I just make it a weird number like 14. Did I become a light bulb? Hey, bother. Um, I've been working on this most of today. I don't think I'll use it unless it's 5. Yeah, then I'll probably make it higher than 5 so EJ never uses it. So probably 10. All right, anyway, let's find out if it works. So how many points do I have? 2, 3, 5, 2. Flashbang pink. Now points. 2, 3, 2, 7. Yeah, so it's working. So fine, let's make it 10. You happy? If it's subs only, I don't think you have to worry about costs. What? Did you even see what I pasted into this thing? Where is it? I just pasted how many times Mr. Mike over there likes spamming commands. I 40 times, EJ. 40 times. I think I do have to worry about points. Look at it this way. You get 50 points per day. So if it costs 10, you can use it 5 times a day. If it costs 5, you can use it 10 times a day. I think 10 times per subscriber per day is too much. It'll never stop and BioLights will be useless. I said get your kicks. I didn't say spam it. Mike inferred it to mean spam it. He's like, Adam's taking off the safety restrictions here. Saving points for a shock collar. I'm not sure what... Okay, so here's the thing. The point amount will probably fluctuate over time. I'm not even going to advertise what the point amount is. I guess this thing should whisper you how much it just cost you. So username... You just spent flashbang cost points on flashbang. Thanks, Mr. Destructoid. There. Alright, cool. Well, it's definitely working. Don't blame your spam addiction on me. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, cyan, pink. So let's try this. Flashbang. Oh yeah, it should tell you your new points now. You now have... There. So let's try this out. So flashbang cyan should tell me how many points I have. You spent 10. You now have 23, 28. Yeah, perfect. Okay. I think perfect. Right? No, that's not right. It's new point total. Okay, there we go. Okay, now it's working. Okay, cool. So there's that. That's done. That's done. So the only things left to do, these things, which I'm probably just not even going to do. And look into free lunch BRB. Do I even want to do that now? I don't know. The problem is that the BRB screen only has so much space on it. Make it random between 10 and 25 and a small chance for it to explode and subtract 50 points. I like the randomness, but not the... Wait, what? Mike is all on board for that? I mean, should I do that? I'd probably say 5 to 25. Okay, well, let's do it. I think this is a little bit silly, but fine. So where did I put... Do lunch BRB, please. You mean permanent lunch BRB, or you want that to randomly trigger so that you don't get it? So I have the random integer function. Alright, Hideo. In Digitate you could do that, but then there had to be a bunch of like point laundering basically. Or no, you know what? I could say that you have to have at least 25 to even run the command, and then it's randomly generated between. Yeah, so let's do that. Let's say max cost equals 25, min cost equals 5. You need to have at least the maximum cost in order to use it. Actual cost equals something between min cost and max cost. Also, is this max cost minus 1? Yeah, it's an exclusive upper bound. So we actually need to say max cost plus 1. Okay. So get the sender, get their points. New point total is minus actual cost. So if points is greater than or equal to both the actual cost and the max cost. Also, we check to make sure you have at least the max cost so that you can't be hovering at one, like the min cost, and just eventually win out. Okay, so you need max cost points, but you only have that. You just spent actual cost points. You now have new points. Yeah, perfect. Should it say this to everyone in chat? Probably. Username just spent points on Flashbang. And now has new point total points. Okay, let's try that now. So my points are currently at 2317. If I run this, then I now have 2301. So that's correct. And let's make sure that's reflected. Yep, cool. All right, it's working. Okay, so Flashbang now costs a random amount between 5 and 25. Nice. It's more than max cost. It's going to be more than actual cost anyway. Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah, you're right. Rigged. 22. Adam, what do you think about what I wrote above? Oh, the light level changing? I don't want to do that. I want it to be something special given that there are so few things to spend points on. All right, cool. So that's done. So free lunch BRB. So let's take a look at this. Oh, where'd that come from? Flashbang orange? That must have been Digitase. Oh no, that was Digitase, but purple is not a valid color, so it randomly chose red. Also, one of the other things that I want to do right now is go back into this. Oh man. Okay, so we go into the light control server. I wanted to make the bits message be a little bit different. Is there the bits thing here? Where's the bits notice even get handled? That's in token interface? Yeah, here it is. Bits notice. We'll make it flash twice when people cheer. So if someone were to cheer for 50, it would look like this. There. So it would flash and then flash again. Yeah. How did this guy get mod? Okay, so now we can finally re-enable the original part of my bot, which is this. And wait, where is it? User list. Yeah. There. So now we go restart that, and there. Now it should give, yeah, so Turnip Juice is apparently still in chat, and Turnip Juice followed earlier, so Turnip Juice got a light token. Are you actually there, Turnip Juice? Are you still here? You should have gotten a whisper from BotLad with a link to control my lights. And actually, more people will eventually get it. The reason I mention this is because I'm probably going to be going offline pretty soon. And when I do that, the light token's going to expire. In fact, I probably should just enable this tomorrow. Well, too bad. So this will probably be super confusing for new people to the stream. Like, why are my lights constantly flashing colors? What about do a general command like event that does something random, funny thing like raise lights or throw a flashbang of a random color? I wanted to keep flashbang limited to subscribers, and lights control just anyone can purchase them. So this was mostly a stream for, hey, here's a new thing. When you're a subscriber, like here's what you'll get. And now there's a command that's exclusive to them. I mostly, if I'm going to be spending a lot of time on this stuff, I'd rather just spend the time on Botland. And I actually do have a lot of Botland work to get done with. Okay, so I don't think turnip juice is actually here. So I'll just add them back to the list later. Okay. Yeah, and I'll have to whisper them too. Okay, well, that's it for today, I think. I've been online for 2.5 hours. Actually, that really flew by for me. I don't know about for you guys, but I don't typically stream on Thursday, so I look at this as like extra time. Tomorrow we'll be back to Botland. So let's go host somebody. Let's host Jonas. He hosted me the other day. So yeah. Oh, this must be yeah, this is turnip juice. Okay, cool. Well, sorry turnip juice, you didn't get the whole time. I can still just give you some tomorrow. But yeah. All right, take care everyone. I will see you tomorrow. Bye.